Oh, yo, I had this friend that went to Maryland, and I saw him after sophomore year, and I was like, "Oh, dude, how's Maryland going?" He's like, "Oh, I have to take some time off." And I was like, "Why?" And he's like, "My roommate ruined my life."
What happened?
So he like went into this long story about his roommate, this guy Rob, who went by XPR, Extreme Party Rob.
Yes.
And so,
first of all, hell yes.
That guy sounds awesome.
So Rob, like,
yeah, I got my name from a Nissan.
So he's like, so Jesse's like, okay, so first of all, Maryland people love to riot, dude. So like, we riot. We love to find any excuse to riot. So anyway, last year we win the women's NCAA basketball championship, and we're like, fuck yeah, we're gonna fucking riot. And there's a picture on ESPN.com of this enormous fire with like sofas in there and stuff, and some dude doing the double devil horns with the tongue, like doing the pussy eating tongue in between it,
of course,
jumping over the fire. And he was like, yeah, that was Rob, dude, that was XPR. So basically he just like wake up in the morning, XPR, like they shared a room, XPR would slap him in the face, wake up in the morning and be like, all right, here's a handle of Cuervo, here's a fucking ounce of weed, we're gonna fucking be blackout by noon. Just like ruined his life. And so yeah, Jesse had to take a year off of school because he was living with this absolute monster.
One time
Rob, the XPR rules. I want to hang out with this
XPR,
guy.
dude. Extreme Party
XPR
Rock.
should be fourth mic on the show.
Dude, anyone with
we'll
party in their name, like when I was opening for Wham City on tour, the first tour we did, we were in Philly, and we just crashed these people's houses, you know, and there was like 6 of us on the tour, so we were like sleeping on floors and shit. And at like 8 or 10 a.m., some guy just wanders in fucked up, just opens the door, knew the people, I guess, and he's like, hey man, it's Party Steve, man, where's the party? It's like, we're like, it's 8 a.m., dude, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, fucking Party Steve, you guys want to get fucked up, man? And he was some guy who in his 20s was like, he was Party Steve. He knew all the parties in Chicago. He had like a text group, but now he's just like some pathetic old man. And he just wouldn't leave, and he's like, all right, I'll go. We were like, dude, we don't know you. We don't know who the fuck you are.
Dude,
get the fuck out.
My friends had guys like that. When I was like a teenager, there would always be like 1 or 2 guys that were like in their 40s. There's this one guy, John, that would hang out. And John was like homeless, I guess. And like lived with his parents who were in their like late 70s. And he was like, 45. Yeah. Huge, just disgusting dreads. Gray hair, giant beard.
A white guy?
Yeah, a white guy.
Oh, God.
And he was like a relatively nice guy, but it was like, why are you hanging out with us or whatever? And he had these long, shitty homeless guy nails.
No.
And I was like, why do you keep your nails like that? I'm like, don't you have like the... I can't...
He's like, I play guitar.
Well, I'm like, I would fucking chew my nails off if they were that long. I don't know how you do it. And he goes... he's like, well, I actually, if you work your fingernails under each other, there's like nerve centers, and that's what you're basically getting at when you chew your fingernails off. Is like there's stress relief from hitting those nerve centers. So I just sort of work my fingernails underneath each other, and that sort of relieves it for me. He goes, plus on the streets, it's like 10 knives, so he just adds that part at the end. And he had such a funny way of talking. One time we were all fucked up, and he's sitting there, and he's like, well, the expression suckling babes. You've ever heard that? Suckling babes. I'm like, no, but go on. And he's like, well, the reason people say that is what that dates to. Idiomatically, the suckling babe was in the Roman Colosseum. You know how we go and we have like, hey, beer me, or they got a guy selling peanuts or whatever. In the Roman Colosseum, the statesman would order a suckling babe, which was an orphaned baby. And they would basically hold the baby, like a cheeseburger over their dick and just get their like dicks sucked by babies during like, while watching the gladiators and stuff. And I was like, Jesus Christ, what?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it doesn't sound real.
It's absolutely not.
Yeah.
First of all, what are you talking about?
A suckling pig is
well, what's the expression, a suckling babe? I don't know. When do you use that expression? It's not like, it was a real suckling babe over at Panera the other day. It's just John going around with this weird pedophilia story in his head. There was this one guy, other old guy, a different guy that used to hang around. I met him one time, and this guy was fucking hilarious, dude. He was probably in his like early 40s again, and he's got this stupid Jägermeister lanyard he's showing off to people. He's like, check this out, dude, isn't this fucking cool? I got this Jägermeister lanyard. And then he goes, he was like, yeah, actually, I fucking won the lottery like 2 years ago. And it's true. He won the lottery.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, this guy won like $300,000 or $400,000 or some shit. He like hit it big in like the Mega Millions or something. I don't know. He like imagine enough that he won the lottery. And he's like, yeah, so I just buy all kinds of fucking electronics and shit. And he's like, I got this fucking big mixing board, you know. He's like, I don't even know how to use that shit, but I keep it in my truck, dude. He's like, I bought a this like $250,000 semi. I just park it. It was like illegally parked on the street because he didn't know how to drive it. He was just living in a semi that he bought.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just love buying electronics.
I love
dude.
that type of rich. There are a bunch of pro athletes that get into like buying Mack trucks and stuff. That's like their thing. It's like buying industrial like farm equipment.
This guy didn't even have like a house or anything, right?
No, he was just living in that fucking truck that he bought with all his money.
That is so fucking good.
In college, I knew this guy, Will, who I thought was the biggest fucking retard I've ever met. He was always blackout, you know. He was always like just the guy at the park. He's from North Dakota, so like height of winter in DC, he'd be wearing like a light North Face windbreaker and fucking shorts and Corona flip flops.
Oh
yeah, with the fucking beer opener on the bottom of the field.
Hell yeah.
I thought he was retarded. In senior year, I like go up to him. I was like, "Oh, so Will, what do you do after we graduate?" He's like, "I'm going to Berkeley," and I was like, "UC Berkeley?" He's like, "Yeah, I got into law school there. I didn't study, but I took the LSAT. I got like almost a perfect score." And I was like, "What are you really?" And he's like, I was like, "What's your major?" He's like, "What have you been studying these last 4 years?" He's like, "It's like a major I made up that's like, it's like a math and philosophy, like the philosophy of math, basically." And I'm like, "There's no fucking way." Anyway,
that guy's just so much smarter than you.
freshman year, he had this group text going around where he'd hit people up and be like, "It's going the fuck down right now. Like, this is where we're pre-gaming. This is where we're going tonight." And he sends out this text, you know, and he'd send out texts at 3 a.m. to the group text that was like, just like, you know, he's blackout, not making any sense. But one night we all get a text in the middle of the night, like 2:30 a.m. He's like, "Yo, I'm getting fucked up with the deaf kids down at Gallaudet University." There's a deaf college in DC.
Yeah, Gallaudet, baby.
So he somehow blackout navigated DC to Northeast, got to Gallaudet, and went to their party. He's like, "This shit is crazy. They're not playing any music."
Is it just like an elaborate light show?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe lights or something.
That's awesome.
He's like, "They are drinking so fucking hard, dude. I just did a shot of Everclear." He's just like sending these long fucking
Did you go?
mass texts. No, I didn't go to the deaf school to go party with Will.
Did he fuck any deaf men or women?
He probably, I don't know. He probably, yeah. I remember his job. Whatever. I'm not saying his last name. His job in college was he was like the body man for the senator from his home state.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He used to like drive him around and stuff like that.
Oh,
and
wow.
You'd either see him in fucking basketball shorts and Corona flip flops, or in like a fucking suit and be like, "Yeah, I'm going down to Capitol Hill. I gotta drive the senator."
So he was just like some rich. His dad had like oil fields.
Apparently, he could have gone pro. He could have gone pro skiing.
Oh my god!
But
pro ski. So he's rich as shit.
Yeah.
You have to be a bully. You didn't bully hard enough.
Yeah.
That's how you become a pro skier.
Yeah.
It's like, we're taking the mountain away from the snowboarders. The fucking piece of shit snowboarders.
The hell you are, man.
He's like, "Yeah, over break, I'm
Me and my Protestant girlfriend are gonna take over.
No,
the
he wasn't that kind of guy at all. He was a very down to earth, like he was like a dumb dog kind of.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go home this winter break, shred some gnar. You got like some fresh pow pow on the. I was reading the report. We got some fresh pow pows. Just go home and shred some gnar." And,
I've never skied in my life.
It's kind of fun. I've done it like twice.
It's not fun.
Seems gay.